Yet another week where I don't think of an intro.
We'll get there one day.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody, to Interpod Podcast.
Yay!
Hey, it's Friday again.
It is.
At least when you're hearing this.
When you're listening to it, it'll be Friday.
Yes.
Well, you know what? That's maybe not true. You could be listening to this any day, I guess.
It could be. Like a loser,
Saturday.
you know.
Wow.
Cool people listen to it when it comes out.
Right. Stay up till whenever we put it out.
Yeah. Keep that notifications on, and then you'll know.
Right.
Thank you.
Exactly. See, it's all coming full circle. There's a plan. There's a method to the madness.
There's a method to the madness. And shame your subscribers, right? That's what you're supposed to do.
Subscribers.
That makes them subscribe, right? Definitely.
Tell your subscribers what to do.
That's right. I know some of you freaks enjoy it. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about this week.
Is it not? It could be a little bit, maybe.
I don't know if that's a podcast-friendly conversation.
Well, maybe not on our podcast. Maybe somewhere. Somebody's got that podcast.
Else.
It's just not us. Maybe we'll watch an episode of that podcast and we'll make it an episode.
Do a little research for research purposes
Only, yes.
only.
In the meantime, though, we're gonna talk to you about Jeff Satter.
Jeff.
Hey. I don't know what's supposed to come after that, but Jeff. We're talking about the one and only Jeff.
El Jefe.
Who, for the record, because I don't know that I've ever actually told you this, but Jeff is not his, like, legal name. So,
you know, that both, it doesn't surprise me, but it does make me a tad disappointed.
does it? I'm sorry.
I only know him as Jeff.
Right.
I'm still getting used to the Satter part. I only know him as Jeff.
You do, because I don't think I've ever really said his last name to you before.
No, just Jeff.
Just Jeff. Like I'm friends with the man or something. Like, oh yeah, Jeff. And I know you're just Jeff. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, Jeff, that guy. But yes, no, it is actually, yeah, his last name is Satter, and then of course his first name is Thai. I mean, he has a Thai first name, right? Which means that it's like very long, and I don't necessarily know how to properly pronounce it, so I'm not gonna do all that. But
fair enough.
He goes by Jeff, so that's what I'm gonna call him. That's Jeff. That's P Jeff if you'd like to be polite. He's a very polite man. He uses P, so we're gonna use P. It's P Jeff.
We'll use P. Understood.
P-Jeff.
Understood. Sorry, Jeff. The P Jeff. Immediately messes up. I'm sorry, P Jeff.
It's okay, I'm kidding. Actually, I mean, I'm not kidding. He is a very polite man. He likes his pee. He likes to be respectful to his elders, but it's okay. We don't have to say pee.
He won't listen to this anyway.
He's not going to listen. He's not talking to us. We're not interviewing the man. It's okay. Although, could you imagine? That'd be a really chaotic, us interviewing someone. Oh, that'd be terrible.
Oh, no. No, listen, no, because my tongue gets twisted just sitting here talking to you because there's a microphone present. Could you imagine if there was also a famous person present? I'd be like, so what you have of it?
It wouldn't be good.
That'd be the whole interview.
The problem for me is, like, I'd be fine talking to said famous person. I don't care about that part. The problem is I wouldn't talk to you about a single thing we actually need to talk about. Like, I'd have this whole list of, like, here's our questions and all of the things, and we'd be talking about your order at the restaurant. Like, it wouldn't matter to anything at all. I'd come into it like,
oh, so your new album, Pastrami. Yes. Speaking of pastrami, what's your favorite kind of sandwich?
what's your go-to sandwich order? Do you like sandwiches? Like, just the most nonsense
Yeah, you like some
stuff.
banana peppers? Little chili?
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna get banana pepper. Gotta have a little tartness because the banana pepper's not so. Wow, this is exactly what I would do. Can you imagine me with a famous person? It wouldn't be good.
Can you?
The stupidest
Yeah,
conversation.
it doesn't help that I like egg you along because I'm like, okay, no, this conversation is interesting. I like this. So like, let me continue it.
Right. Point being, we'd be terrible.
Very terrible. Yeah.
But that's okay. We'll cut this part out. It's all right. So we're talking about Jeff, who is for those of you who don't know, I assume if you're here, it's because you know this man. He is very famous internationally right now, but he picked up after Ken Porsche. Let me tell you what. He got famous all over. But not only is he singer, songwriter, actor, he's also model, producer, and graphic designer. He's got a little
fancy.
Fancy man. But
He's
you know
got
what?
art in his heart.
He is nothing if not a little artist, and I love that for him. We'll talk about it, but he is nothing if just not a little artistic soul, a little introverted artistic soul. He's
that.
a very shy
That's the
man.
best kind of
Apparently,
person.
that's what he says he is. I don't know him. Weird.
Are we sure?
I don't know this. We'll get into that. Look, trust me, it's a whole deal. We'll get there. But all of those things aside, because that's like 15 steps ahead in the conversation, let's give you guys a little bit of backstory if you don't know the man. I've told you a few things about him. Like the fact that he is now famous from the show Kim Porsche. If you don't know what that is, hey, guess what? We did a whole episode on that show, so you don't have to be subjected to it. Go check that out, then you can come back and pick up from here. But he got really popular because, despite the fact that it was kind of a smaller role in the show, his music career really took off after that, and he was a popular favorite with fans because of the music he did in the show. He did the not the theme song, because that's not the one I'm thinking of, but the really famous Why Don't You Stay, which he sings like at the end of the show, you know, on the guitar to what's Barcode's character's name? Porsche.
Yeah, Porsche.
He sings to Porsche. Porsche. Not Porsche, that's another one. Anyways, so but because of all of the singing he did in the show, he got really popular, and then he was able to just focus more on, you know, the music from there, which is incidentally what he always wanted to do. However, his rise to musicianhood, popularity, success is the word I want, maybe.
Musical success.
Musical success. See, this is why we can't interview anyone. I promise, English is my first language. I swear I studied it. I have a degree in it. So we'll start real quick with just the information that his birthday is March 6th, 1995, which is interesting for no other reason than I just wanted to point out the fact that if you want to listen to a musician who is not 18, here you go. Just to throw that out.
Yes, thank God. I mean, sorry, 18-year-olds. Listen,
right.
You're great. You're doing great.
Excellent.
But if people side-eye somebody who's getting close to 30 listening to somebody who's a teenager, I'm just saying. And I don't want to be side-eyed. I'm not listening to anybody
I don't care
weird.
if you want to be
I don't want to be side-eyed for
I'm
just liking music.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to the music, but I'm not going to know everything about said 18-year-old because I don't, know.
Yeah,
but if you don't want that issue...
I saw something about
About a what?
Oh, I kind of stopped because I was like, no, that's going to be going off on a tangent. I probably shouldn't.
Oh, I
guess
should.
Brief sentence. I'm not going to go into it.
Okay.
But I saw, no, that could be a whole other episode in itself.
Maybe one day,
But
but I
I
need to
saw
hear the
about
sentence.
this 40-year-old woman I would say she was like between four. She was like in her 40s, between 40 and 50, and I think it might have been 60. I'm not 100%
Okay.
certain. I didn't see what she looked like,
Got
but
you.
she runs like this huge Stan account
Oh,
for Timothy Chalamet, and
okay.
then
I don't know
she
who that
dropped
is.
Timothy
Is he
Chalamet
young?
and started running this big fan account for he says like real young, big, super popular American actor.
Got you. Heard. Okay.
That was like real young when she was like
Ah,
obsessed and
okay.
like getting pictures with him and
Oh,
like
and running the account and
it just
stuff.
like it
Okay.
yes and like taking pictures with him, like met him and stuff. I don't know, it
Oh,
was a whole thing. Then yeah, and she went to one of the heated rivalry boys after that. So I don't
I don't know
know,
what that is.
I don't know all the details.
Okay.
But I'm not one of those people. I'm not even that old.
I literally have
But
no
when I
idea
am
what's
that
happening.
old, I will not be one of those people.
I don't know. Because
That's
here's the thing.
creepy.
There's no in between when you're that old and you want to listen to music or see art or things watch shows done by young
Right.
people. That's fine, right? There is a line, and it's not even a fine line. It's kind
But
of a big
like,
line. Like you don't just step over it. You
there was
gotta
stuff
like
about her keeping up with like his schedules and stuff. I was like, no,
see.
that's weird.
That's
That's weird from
I don't like that.
anybody, much
I don't
less
like
weird
that.
from someone that much older. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. 'Cause
Crazy.
Even if you
Anyway.
just met them once, like I'd be willing to be like, yeah, okay, you met an artist that you admired. Like that's one thing. However, they were like
Right. But like multiple
Nah.
times, I don't know.
multiple. I don't know
Maybe
about
go
that.
back to the old folks
Taking
home.
photos.
Thank you.
Yeah, maybe that's because look. Catch
Go
me at a
play
concert
bingo.
when I'm 70. Sure, I'm going to be having a good time, but I'm not going to be able to tell you a thing
Yeah.
about who I'm listening there. I am just going to know the words to every song. Like that. I can't tell you anything else about them. I am
Yeah.
just here for the music. Which is kind of how I work anyways, because despite the fact that I do know a decent amount about Jeff, right? There's a lot of stuff I didn't know because even though he is older, I still don't know people like that. These people don't come to my home. I don't, you know what I mean? I know only so
Right.
much. So I still have to do some research for
This
these
ain't my
things.
sibling.
This is not, yeah, we don't run in the same circles. And even if we did, I doubt I have trouble remembering what I did in the morning. I'm not remembering stuff about other people a lot,
Frankly.
you know?
Yeah.
So I still have to do the research and things. So sometimes it's not always correct, but that's why it's a discourse with you guys. We like when you bring us new facts, and we like when you're like, hey, that's not exactly correct, or you forget things, or whatever. This is just to bring you new people. Anyways, so he is from Thailand, right? He is Thai, but also just fun fact for you, just because it gets mentioned, and when he'll talk about it sometimes, just with his culture and ancestry and things, that he is also Italian, Indian, and Chinese. Like there's a mix of the things occurring, right?
Whoa.
Within his family tree. And these are just like obviously the more sort of recent ancestors that he like can trace with like his mom and dad. As far as I'm aware, I don't know. But he's talked about it
That's super
before.
cool.
Yeah. So I like
Wait, a king to multiracial king.
Yes.
We love that.
exactly. So I have to shout it out because I love that. And when it's talked about, also chef's kiss. And I'm not going to throw out all the family information because I don't play like that, but he is not an only child, is what I'm going to say. We are one of multiple children. We're going to throw that out there because I think it gets a little weird when we're like, know everything about people's siblings and whatnot. I don't play that game. So I couldn't even tell you what the other, I don't know how many there are. I don't know who's what. I don't know. I just know he's not an only
Right.
child, you know?
Yeah. Like if you're famous and you don't post your siblings, I'm not gonna go hunt down your
Right.
siblings.
I'm not hunting them
Okay?
down. But like if
Even if
your
you
sibling,
post them, I might just see the post, like it,
Right.
and move on.
exactly. Unless your sibling
Like-
comes to me organically, I'm looking at you, Hannah, because your music is all over my page. So, like, but otherwise, no. If it comes to me organically, yes, love. If it doesn't, not my business. I don't even keep up with my own sibling. So, but he was
Me either.
always yeah, right. But he was always encouraged to follow his passions and do his things. So, right, of course, he always loved music, and he can play the guitar and the piano, and I'm certain he can do other things. I'm not going through the whole list of them. Doesn't matter. The point is, the man is a musician through and through. I think he also did the drums at one point, and probably a whole bunch of other stuff. I've seen him do things. But he's done all this stuff, I think, just to try and help improve his rhythm and all the things. And probably just because, who knows, he likes a side quest. I imagine he just gets bored and one day is like, what would be fun to do? That's kind of how I imagine it.
It'd be fun this week.
It'd be fun.
Oboe.
Yeah, exactly. I think the bass clarinet would be nice today.
Yes. That's exactly what I would do if I were rich. That is exactly what I would do.
The most random nonsense. Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, that's the only way you would know I'm rich, is because I'm going to have the most obscure talents.
I can play 20 instruments.
Right.
I know 5 different languages.
Yes. And
I can backflip 10 times in a row.
I can touch my toes now. Time to stretch. Wow, we'd be the worst.
I took a contortionist class.
Literally. This is the kind of shit I'd be asking people. Oh my God. Like, what did you do this week? What nonsense? Like, Bible from Kim Porsche, right? Mm-hmm. They did a whole pole dancing era class. There was just a whole deal. And I was like, remember watching the videos when it was coming out? He was like, yeah, I've always wanted to do this. And I was like, you could do literally whatever you wanted. And you waited, like, catch me at a random class every week. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I'd be somewhere new all the time. Like, you know what? This week, I'm going to learn to, like, be a trapeze artist. I'm going to suck at it, and I'll probably break my arm, but I'm going to, like, it's fine. Anyways, so, of course, the music, always prevalent as the child's, but, and I think there's probably even, like, I'm sure, like, there was a YouTube channel phase and all of the things, and music, I think his first single was I can tell you when, it would have been in, like, 2013, right? So we've been doing music forever. And at a certain point, I want to say in 2018 it was, if I'm wrong, somebody, don't quote me, somebody let me know. I'm not always exact with the dates and stuff. But he decided to kind of, like, give up music as, like, his primary, I think, pursuant? I don't know, whatever. Passion? I don't know what word I want this week.
Pursuit?
Pursuit, yes, that's the one I was going for. And so he started working at his father's company, and I think released even a few tracks then, just wasn't, there just wasn't much success there. And then he met his manager and kind of returned to the entertainment industry. And so in 2019, we have, and actually before I get to this, hold on, just to throw out again some more random, side quests, I guess. He went to a bilingual school, and so he studied arts and Japanese, apparently, and then got a bachelor's degree in business, and originally majored in jazz, but then switched to finance or something. I don't know. There's like a whole, like, it was really side quest. I was trying to, like, look it all up, and I was like, okay, I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
This is my business owning finance manager who can also play the saxophone.
Whose favorite band is Guns N' Roses. Like, I don't know where I'm at in this, but, like,
excellent taste.
Excellent. Literally. He like, from what I understand, Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, X Japan. So I was like, okay, I'm not mad at any of these picks. He likes the rock music, the R&B, the jazz, the metal, all the things, right? Which I think kind of reflects in his music, because it does have some crossover. We blended some stuff in there, so that
it spans some genres. Yeah,
right. I definitely don't think he's got, like, he has a sound in which I hear it and I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna be Jeff. but I can't explain to you necessarily why I recognize that, because it definitely, there's some genre blending there. I mean, they're not,
Right.
they don't sound the same, but they do, and I don't know how to explain that. It all sounds like it is
Right.
cohesive, like it
He's
connects.
one of those artists that like he has like his thing, his sound, and regardless of what form he puts it in, he still has like this is his base point.
Right.
And so everything will still sound like okay, yep, it's like he signed his signature on it, like a painter. Put that
Yeah.
signature in the bottom corner. That's
Well,
exactly what it is.
it literally is, and there are several artists who I think do this, right? But it's also, there are artists who, we've talked about this before. I feel like where
I
it's
think so.
you hear the same thing over and over again, but it's because it sounds exactly the same. And while that's not necessarily a horrible thing, it just is what it is, right? And this is the category he falls into. So, anyways, quick backtrack. More side quests. I also saw somewhere it seemed like he used to be a blog writer and got a lot of following that way. So like literally he was just anywhere and everywhere. And I bring these things up only to just point out like that's such an artist thing to do. Like anyone who's got that, and I don't care what kind of art we're talking about, like what medium, that's like just the most eclectic collection of things, and that to you you're like, yeah, like this is, I did this, and yeah, I did that, and then I did this, but everybody else is like, wow, that's weird, like we're just doing something.
Gonna stick to one thing. I've been a
Right.
carpenter for 70 years.
Exactly. But it's just such a thing, I feel like I didn't realize until I was talking to a friend, because I brought up something else I'd done, and they were like, "Of course you did." I was like, "What does that mean? I don't get it." And they were like, "Well, you just every time I learn something else about you, it's like it makes no sense to me." And I was like, "Well, heard," because I don't think about it. Like with me and you too. Like we've done all kinds of random shit, right? But it just,
Right.
you don't really think about it. It's just natural. Like
No.
it is.
I just
what it
wanted
is.
to, so I did.
Exactly.
What's the problem?
Just wanted to. And so that's why I wanted to bring it up, because it's just a fascinating thing to me where there are people who do one thing and one thing forever. And in my head, I've never quite understood it. So I always like to point out, you can do all of these things, and that's okay too. Like there are different types of people in the world. It's okay. So all of these things you've learned about him, right? Would you like to hear a couple of his hobbies
Yeah.
from our introverted king with his piano and shit? Which he apparently sold the piano to build a studio. I don't know how true that is. Somebody's gonna have to tell me that. I just saw that in passing and I was like, how expensive was your piano? Like,
That's what I'm saying. Unless it was
few
just like the
follow-up
last bit
questions?
of money he needed.
right. Just the last bit.
It was like
Anyways,
the last few thousand he needed.
just the last, yeah, just that last little bit. But anyways, yeah, so all of these things you've learned about him, just a couple of his hobbies, the reading, the listening to music, the meditation. Like, just the introverted king that he is, I guess. I don't know.
We love it.
Same, but also, like, I love how sometimes people's, just I guess really celebrities or like in general, like their hobbies are really eclectic because they have the money and they can. And then a celebrity's like, yeah, my favorite hobby, meditation. I'm like, what? I love that
That's
for
free.
you, genuinely. But I'm like, okay, I like that. Love that.
Which is a great hobby to have, by the way.
Oh no, yes, excellent. I genuinely same love those things. I'll literally do all of those things.
Same.
But it was just funny to me. I was like, yep, that checks out. But he's a very busy person, right? So starting in 2019, we had his acting debut. So this is where we're going to pivot just slightly for a moment. And we're going to talk about a show I had you watch for this week called He, She, It. This drama was his acting debut. This was the first one. I didn't tell you that when I had you watch it. But you did watch it. How did you feel about it?
I did. There were things I liked. And then there were things where I was like, I feel like, because I don't know how big this project was, per se. It didn't feel like
I don't think
specifically
it was
huge.
No, I don't think it was.
I feel like probably for what it was good.
Right.
Yeah. But it also felt like it felt like, and maybe because I know that you've said before, his whole thing with like the acting and stuff was like his goal wasn't so much acting as it was boosting his musical career. This felt like it.
Keep in mind, right, at 2018 he was working at his dad's company or whatever. At this point, he's like given up music, right? He's trying to do other things. And so this is acting debut. And so keeping that in mind definitely gives you a slightly different viewpoint of it. And I feel like this is where people are maybe going to get slightly mad. Watching Ken Porsche, I was not his fan at that point. Like, I watched it, and it was like, yeah, okay, pretty man, lovely voice, and that was kind of about it for me. Like, I didn't left it at that. And then I came upon this show, which is, for those of you who have never really heard anything about it, He, She, It is this collection of collection, and when I say collections, is literally 3 episodes. It's episode 1 is he, episode 2 is she, episode 3 is it. Like that's how that flows. And it's just a tragedy of, I want to say complicated relationships, but that seems like oversimplifying it. But it's this, I mean, I'm talking like, I feel like the whole thing total is like not even 20 minutes, would you say? Like it was short.
I think it was, I'd have to go back and look. It was more than 20.
Okay. It's been a while since I watched it.
But it wasn't particularly long.
No, it wasn't. It was definitely 30 or less, I feel like. I don't know. But I started watching it. I watched the 3 of it, and I found it completely, I think, coincidentally, because I wanted more of a horror story or something supernatural. I wanted something different. I didn't want anything like Kim Porsche or any of the other stuff that was really popular at the time. I was looking for something a little different. And I came across this, and I was like, oh, I know that guy. Sure, I'll watch it. And I can't say it's even that I loved it because it was great, because there are things about it that I liked, like you did, right? But then there were things about it that I was like, huh? Okay. There's a lot going on there. But I loved the idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I did enjoy the concept. I think there's some stuff they could have changed.
Yup.
I think the biggest thing for me is that, like, and it always, every time I feel, and maybe it's just me, but I feel bad whenever I watch something that's in the horror genre and it doesn't scare me.
Yeah, it was not. It wasn't. Yeah.
I feel bad because I'm like, I know you're trying to scare me right now, but it's not working.
But I wasn't scared. And then I kind of, as I was watching it, I was like, am I supposed, maybe I'm just not supposed to be scared. It's not for me. Clearly, there's something else I'm supposed to be missing here. I don't really know what it is, but there's something else. But it obviously had so much potential, and so I loved the concept of it for what it was, in terms of like there's so much there to be done with that, and if that had been picked up and made a longer thing, or maybe they had more resources for it, I think could have been amazing. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so at that point, though, because Jeff did the tragedy, the comedy song, and then the tragedy version. There's two versions of the same song. Because he did that song. Well, actually, there's two iconic songs, and there's more than one thing happening in it. But that song in particular, right? So I'm hearing more of his stuff, and that tragedy version of comedy. Which, did you listen to both of those?
I did. I did listen to both. Yes.
That tragedy version of the song, I fell in love with his voice. It's just so good. The song itself, I wouldn't say is like one of my, like, favorite songs in the world or anything, but it did definitely send me on, okay, like, well, now I have to go and see, like, does he have other music? Is, like, this a thing that he's doing? Like, I need, this is more how I got into him as a fan than through Kim Porsche. I think a lot of people went straight from Kim
Right.
Porsche into other things. I took a roundabout way. went a little somewhere else with it. But
A little to the left.
a little to the left, a little to the left. And then again, I feel like some people are going to get mad at me over this. The song in Kim Porsche, Why Don't You Stay, sung excellently. Voice is wonderful. The song is good, right? That wasn't the song from the show that I was obsessed with. So I never went down the rabbit hole of him for it. I instead went down the rabbit hole of the band who sung the intro and outro songs, because I really loved them. And so I
Yeah.
became obsessed with that band. And so I went down that way. Like, that's where I went with Kim Porsche. So with this, because tragedy just had a different vibe in the comedy one, like, it was just a different vibe that I was more interested in. And so then I went down the, of all the other songs he had, and so just became a fan from there. So of course I had to bring this up and take you on the, I don't know, cinematic journey I went on with him, I guess. Walking
The
through
cinematic universe of Jeff.
of Jeff. Because, right? So he then takes off with his music after Kim Porsche, right? And he had a couple songs that came out, like Complicated was one, and there were several others that were all singles, right? That came out at like different times and had the music videos and all these things. And then he, was on in Beyond Cloud, and who did Kim Porsche, and while he was there, he wrote the song that like the entire cast of Kim Porsche sings. Like, he was still doing stuff, right? And then he left Beyond Cloud. It was in like 2023, and started doing more and more things. And then he puts out his album, right, which is Space Shuttle #8 that came out and included a lot of those singles that I'd been listening to for like, I don't know, years or whatever. And I was really solidified me as a fan, which I don't think I've said this yet. I feel like we've usually said this by this point in a show. His fans are called Saturdays. I think we said it last week, so maybe that's why I didn't mention it. But his fans are called Saturdays.
Yeah, I think so.
So he came out with that, and like all of this build up to it. When it came out, I remember being slightly sad that I recognized a lot of the songs on it already. Not because it was like, oh man, that sucks, but just like, oh, I was thinking like all brand new things. But then I started listening to it all, and it all somehow made sense to be there, despite the fact that a lot of this stuff had already been out. You know what I mean? Like, it was already existing in the world on its own thing, but somehow it's found its way into this album, and it makes sense. I'm not confused about why it's here. It's not like, oh, we just had to throw it in because they're already popular songs, that he had. But it felt like it already existed in this world. And is really impressive for an artist to do things like that, as far as I'm concerned. Because not everyone can do that.
That's fair. That's fair. Because if you hadn't said that, I wouldn't have thought that it was like different songs from like different years apart. I would have thought it was all written for that album.
Right.
Not that like that album has like a cohesive theme or anything
No.
like that, or like it's telling some story or something. No, but everything feels like, yeah, this feels like it would come from the same album. Yeah.
Right. Well, and it's funny you've said that because he is a storyteller, I think. Like, he is telling stories in a way, for sure, with, I think, a lot of his songs, but I think however he's doing it is just I think it's that thread that we were talking about earlier that, you know, it's recognizable as him immediately, even if it's not exactly the same thing every time, you know? And so I think we're taking that artistic lens with it. It's like whatever he's done is I don't know, clearly making it feel like it belongs there in a way, even if, like you said, there is no cohesive thing. So, like, we're a storyteller, but definitely not in an A plus B plus C, like, you know, one right after the other sort of way.
Like, this album itself is not a story, like some people do with albums, but there's multiple different little stories on the album.
Exactly. And that is definitely, I think, the thing that makes it unique, because it can be this thing, but it's good music. It's capturing the essence of the story, even if it's not the same story thread that we're following, even if it's the shorter story in one song or two songs or whatever. If it's capturing that and it makes sense to be there, then it makes sense to be there. And it's, I don't know, that's just sort of how I looked at it. And I think the same thing can kind of be said with the Red Giant EP, because, again, not worked on at the same time, right? They're not coming out one right after the other, per se, but they still sound like they're from the same universe. You know what I mean? It's not maybe the same story. Yeah. It's not one thing after the other, but to me, they sound like they're from the same universe. And it's a really interesting, I don't even...
Which, that, actually, this album, so, I had an interesting question, right? And it was about the cover.
Yes.
Because when I saw the cover, the first thing I thought of was, what was it called? Escape by Michael Jackson. The album that was released, like, after he passed away.
Oh, that cover. Right.
Because it still has, like, this space theme to it, right? And Jeff is at, like, standing at, like, the same angle, and it's still, like, you know, shoulders up shot, right? With, like, the thing around his head and, like, eyes kind of peering over it, you know what I mean? And I was like, is that where they got the inspiration from? Is he, like, a fan of Michael Jackson? Or... I didn't go look.
I didn't go look for that. That's actually a great question, and I don't know the answer to it per se. I would be willing to bet money the answer is probably because of what I would know about his music taste. That wouldn't surprise me in the least, you know what I mean? Like, that would definitely...
Right.
That would check out. But also, it would make sense, because here's the thing, right? He's very themed with it, right? In terms of his studio that he created, right, is Studio on Saturn. So that sort of checks itself out. Saturn being sort of a play on his last name as well, but then sort of a play on this space thing, which has been an ongoing deal for him, right? We have Studio on Saturn, and our first album is Space Shuttle number 8. And we have Red Giant, which, you know... Again, we're still living in the world of space. I feel like that seems self-explanatory, so I'm not gonna... right. But like,
Right. He's a space guy.
right,
He
right,
likes
right, yeah,
space. Who
yeah.
doesn't like
His
space?
space. He's very much he's sticking with the bit. We're giving it's giving the very much we were talking about with Delight and the such Japanese albums.
Yes.
Yeah, like it's
Yes.
we're carrying the theme on from one to the next is what's happening here.
Found our theme and we're
Right.
sticking with it.
We're with
I
the
love that.
space. Yes, exactly. Well, and it makes sense, right? Given the way we're rolling about it. And anyways, point being, I wouldn't be fully surprised if because we already knew we're in the space theme that we weren't like, hey, this would be great inspiration. And I could see that.
Makes sense.
Issa,
Yeah.
that would be a most excellent interview question. I think you'd be great at this.
Oh, it would be.
Man, excellent interview question. Jeff,
I
did
just
you-
happened to spot it.
yeah.
Because I haven't even listened to all the songs on that Michael Jackson album, but I have seen the album cover many a time. I've seen it in the store. I've literally seen it in music stores. That's where I've seen it, and I saw it, and that was the first thing that came to my brain. I was like, because that's one of my favorite things is to look at album covers.
Yes, I love an album.
Because I like the artistic side of it, like
Yes.
like visually, graphical, or even like just drawing, painting, whatever it is. I like pretty pictures. Okay, sue me.
Yeah.
I like to make them. I like to look at them. All right, but I like seeing how people will tie it into the album itself and
Yes.
whatever it is that like is the theme of the album or what they're writing about. So that's why I pay a lot of attention to album covers, and I saw it and I was like, I know this cover. I've seen that before.
This is familiar. Yeah, it would definitely check out. And I didn't do any research on that. I should have. That would have been a great talking point. But no, I didn't because I was doing more research on the tie-ins between the albums themselves.
Right. I should
But
have
yeah.
asked when I noticed it, when I saw it, but I was like, nah, I'm sure if it has to do with Michael Jackson, that's something that'll come up that he's like, oh, he's like this huge fan of Michael Jackson or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, now I don't know
didn't
that he's
think
like
to ask.
a huge. Yeah, I don't think he's ever said like I'm a huge Michael
Right.
Jackson fan per se, not that I'm aware of. Somebody out there might know and probably knows everything he said, but I do know that he. I mean, like I talked about earlier, like the Guns N' Roses, the AC/DC. Like he's all over the place in terms of the rock and the pop and the this and the that, right? So like I would be fully unsurprised to find out that he was a Michael Jackson fan. That would fit era and stuff. And I mean, he's in his 30s. Like that would check out to me. You know what I mean?
It makes sense. Makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Even if you're not like a huge fan, I could fully see that having been a cover that would stick in your head, even.
Yeah. Because it's a very noticeable cover.
Oh, yeah.
It's
for
very
sure.
eye-catching.
It is in an amazing way, which Red Giant is too, mind you, because
It is,
it's
yeah.
something about the way that silhouetting it that way. I don't know what it is with both Red Giant and Michael Jackson. Like it's something about it. It really is eye catching.
He's great at an album cover. Well, I don't know if he makes them, but whoever makes them, they're great at an album cover.
Well, he's a graphic designer. Maybe he does. I don't know. The man.
Yeah, he probably
The man
does.
has side quests on top of side quests. He's got his notebook to carry all his ideas around. Even if he didn't design it, he probably had the idea for it. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
There'd be
Or at
another
least, like,
interview question. We're having
had
him
to
down.
say.
Jeff wins the interview.
Yeah, would be. When's the interview, buddy?
Maybe we-
Listen,
Peach,
calendar's open.
please come
Anytime.
to
Peach, fuck.
Be polite. But because Red Giant, I mean, I think is a really it actually does connect to Space Shuttle number 8, right? In the sense that it is this the idea, I think, as he described it, right? He said it's a stage of the sun where it's about to explode, right? That's what the red giant is. It's going to be the brightest, it's going to be at its hottest stage, and then it'll explode to become something else, right? And so for him, red giant, he said it just felt like my entire journey as an artist since I was a kid. And so it, what did it say? He said it just felt like the sun was just going to explode, where I just want to release this feeling in some way. So it makes sense, right? All of the imagery and these picks and choices when you're hearing the way it's described and how it's connected to Space Shuttle number 8, which is really talking about this like duality of these different sides of him, which we'll get into in just a minute because that's a thing I want to talk about. But before we do, I want to talk about the last couple of side quests.
Oh, goodness.
Because we've started with the acting side quests and we've talked about Ken Porsche, and we'll even bring up real quick just the briefest of mentions that he doesn't act with Beyond Cloud anymore, obviously, but that does not mean his acting has stopped because Wuju Breakery came out, I don't know, earlier this year, I think. I haven't seen it, but that was him and Barcode. They did that finally. It was promised to us literally years ago and then dropped for years, but it did come out this year. And the trailer for Happy Ending, which was, I think, Studio on Saturn's first series, that trailer just recently came out. So that's also him and Barcode, and that one looks really good. It's giving dark mystery vibes. I don't know. I'll probably watch it. But so we talked about the acting and things. We've talked about all of the other random stuff. He is pretty much everywhere. He was also a mentor on a survival show that is essentially kind of like, you know, it's a survival show, obviously, for singers. So they're coming on and doing a thing. And so there's like a panel of, you know, celebrity judges. Think like The Voice in terms of like you have the celebrity judges or whatever who are then mentoring the new people who come in, you know. But it was a big panel of judges, right? So like Jeff Satter was one of them. 10 from... I really almost just said 10 from Wavy, and then I thought, I don't know if anyone will recognize Wavy. I should have said 10 from NCT. 10 from wherever you know the man from is there.
I was going to say, I'm sure plenty of people will recognize him from both.
I'm sure, yeah, somebody will understand the Wavy reference before. It'll be fine. Those are my people. It's really, truly. But I think he was on there 1 year, maybe the first year. But point being, there were a lot of interactions with some of these other artists, right? Which then led to more side quests where he was doing concerts with a lot of them for a variety of reasons. I don't know. He shared the stage with all of them at one point as well. And like there was just the Titans concert that he did not recently with, like, I'm talking a lot of really big name Thai artists right now. I think your favorite Time Thai was there.
Oh, yeah. I still have nightmares.
Yeah, fair enough. And I think like PB Crit was one of them maybe. I don't even know. I didn't watch. I saw the things. I don't know who all was there. Don't be mad at me, guys. Sorry. I wasn't, they're not in my house.
It's okay.
You know,
you can't keep track of everybody.
I don't keep track of everything.
It's a lot of people, okay?
It's a lot of people. Look, it's a lot of people. But I highly recommend, you know, you guys, if you like that sort of thing, go check out some of the performances, though, because they all did an amazing job, and some of the clips from that are astounding, because I have seen those. Because it really is just, I mean, amazing artists in the industry. So, loves a side quest. Now we're going to cycle back to what we were talking about, though, with the music. So I just had to bring that all up, because he's everywhere, right? So he's also into the fashions. And I talked about briefly, right, last week with Not, where I was bringing up the cosplay stuff he did and the Halloween costumes he's done and stuff. Mm-hmm. Well, our boy Jeff and all of his side quests also loves some good fashion. He's also a fashion icon. You know, he's in He's the ambassadors to all the various brands. You know, he's in all the places. He was the first Thai artist to perform at the Grammy Museum, apparently. He's places, right? So I thought I'd show you just a couple of his wonderful outfits real quick.
Ooh.
Because we love a good outfit. Are you
Love a
prepared?
good outfit. I am so ready. I couldn't be more ready if I tried.
All
I am
right.
on the edge of my seat.
Starting with,
This jacket.
isn't it amazing?
Give it to me.
I know.
This whole
It's
outfit.
so good. The entire outfit is amazing, and I don't know exactly what's happening with the pants. Like, is it part of the pants? Is it like a waist? Are we
Yeah,
giving
I don't
corset? Like, I don't know
know.
what's happening,
But
but
I
I
love
love it
it.
so much. And he loves a choker. Like, I can't tell you the number of times I've seen him in a choker, and it makes me happy every
He
time.
seems like the type.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm so unsurprised by that, and I love that
I'd be
for
more
him.
surprised if he didn't wear one.
If he didn't
Absolutely.
wear the yeah. I would too. I would too. But we also have just the more regular outfits, right? Like we have our basic deal.
Cute.
And then we have, I showed you the music video for this as well, but this was just from from the Lucid music video, just the general ambiance. Like we hit all the things. So like all of it is purposeful, right? Mm-hmm. And then we get a little fun sometimes.
Wow.
It was a choice someone made.
You know, I have problems with conflicting patterns, right?
Same.
For some reason, this one doesn't bother me too bad.
Same.
It's not my favorite. I would
No.
have picked something different.
I
but
can't
it doesn't
explain
bother
to
me
you
too bad.
why it doesn't bother me so badly, because I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
But I'm not mad at
I don't
it.
know, but yeah. I'm
mad
like,
at it.
okay,
Do I love
that
it?
was
No,
an
but I'm
interesting
not mad at it.
choice, but
But again, see this color palette? I
Yeah.
generally speaking would never. But I'm not mad
Right.
at it.
yeah. I
He's got
love
his,
it.
yeah.
I love the whatever shirt vest thing that is.
Yeah, I don't know what's
It's
happening.
very-
It's like we're doing the suit jacket on top of suit jacket. Like, I don't know, but I'm
It's
here
very
for
strange, but
Well-
I love it.
it. Right.
Yeah.
And it's bright. I mean, like, she's bright, and we're here. This is fashion things, right? He's a model. We're on the runway. We're doing the things. Like, it's very, this is the vibe. But, so this just gives you, right, the general, what's the word I'm looking for? The general fashion vibes, right?
Okay.
I'm now going to show you what is probably one of my favorite things just ever. He also, of course, does the Halloween costumes every year, because those are a big deal. I'm going to show you one of my favorite ones. Are you prepared for this? I
Okay.
don't think you
I
are.
am ready. Oh God.
Did it populate?
So
Mm-hmm.
it is beautiful. What is it?
So it is a god. We are portraying some mythology here, right? You can see the storms happening in his hands.
In the hands, yeah.
Right. And so this was a thing that we did. I don't even remember. Let me see if I can share the other day. I don't even remember when it was. I think it was a couple years ago. But there are, let me see this one. There are a couple of them. You can see the photos of it. It was his costume.
Because it is very well done.
Very well done.
So beautiful.
Most
If
excellent.
he just
yeah.
wore this like on an album or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it would also
like,
be great.
It would look really
I
cool.
know. Dying for that. And this particular outfit as well is one of the most excellent things because it is straight corset.
Very nice. We love it. It looks
Right.
great.
He is nothing if not, I was just going to scroll briefly. So, nothing if not, here, this is the one I was looking for. Nothing if not the fashionable man.
Cute.
Right? Even
I love that.
the simple.
I love whatever's happening on the sleeves.
I know. It just looks so good. So good. So, also, brief little bit of fashion there for you. And there are, I mean, you could scroll for days because it goes on and on. Like with the black tie music video, I showed you that one briefly.
Right.
With the coat and this like checkerboard thing happening there. Again, also really thoughtful because the whole concept of this song, like we're playing a giant chess match. So we
Right,
got like the
right.
checker. It's like it's all very
And
thoughtful and all the things.
the just one more thing about that music video.
Oh,
All of the
yes.
backup dancers, I was like entranced. I was so
Yes.
locked in, like past Jeff at those dancers. Like,
Yes.
holy fuck. Do it
Same.
again.
Same. It was the most excellent thing. And I love all of his music videos so much because it is, again, just truly a masterful storytelling experience. The song he has with Sean, if you guys don't know that one, Steal the Show, go check that out. Again, music video off the charts. So good. So I always enjoy those. But we're going to bring it around again to the albums, I think, just to finish everything out, just to talk a little bit about some of his thoughts on the music a little bit, and to touch back on one thing that you sort of mentioned earlier, kind of a little bit, where I was talking about him being an introvert at the beginning. And I don't know if you recall, but there was some laughter there because you were like, oh, yes, that checks out. Because he doesn't really come off as one, per se, right? When you're watching these videos and you're seeing him with this stage presence and all of these things, right? Like it doesn't quite read as, yes, this man is introverted, you know? But he's talked about this before a few times, in fact. And there is a whole interview he did even, I don't know, 6, 7, I don't know, several months ago at some point. I don't know. And he was talking about it again there as well. So he has these alter egos, as is, I feel like, pretty common when you're in such a big spotlight. Sunshine and Moonshine. If you recall, I showed
Like
you
the
the
drink.
Dum Dum music video earlier. And I pointed out that tattoo on his neck
Right.
that says Sunshine.
Sunshine.
For those of you who haven't seen the song Dum Dum, the music video for it. He's really sort of clear about Sunshine is this other part of himself who is much more fierce and confident in himself. And so when he's doing his concerts, he's talked about like there's this 2-part thing happening where like he's just gonna be me, but then there's also this like darker part where he's singing these songs like Dum Dum, for example, and it's like these dark songs several in a row and all of these things, and so Sunshine, there's always this duality there with it, right? And then Moonshine being another one who I didn't go digging again. This man doesn't come to my house. I don't know all the things. Somebody else can explain this better probably, but I think is Sunshine is the darker personality, and I think Moonshine is the loving one, or I don't remember. I don't know. It doesn't matter too terribly much to the point I'm making right this moment. But there are multiple, because you can see in the Dum Dum music video again, there's also a Moonshine one, I think further down on his chest somewhere. So these are call outs and things, right, that they've been around for quite some time, right? Like you can tell they're very much expressive in his storytelling is the part that I'm getting at here. It is very emotional and conceptual, and they do all tie in, but to a lot of ways, both to himself, to the other songs, from one album, or one song to another song, from one album to the other album, you know, to whatever it is. But it's things that if you don't know, you just don't know. You have to hear him
Right.
sort of talking about him, and you can like maybe kind of sort of get that like, okay, yeah, there's connections here somehow, but I don't know what, until he starts talking about it. So it's a really interesting way to do it. So I wanted to talk about a couple of those where he's talked about some of his sort of songs that I don't want to say favorite songs, but like songs that he's proud of, because I think he's proud of probably every song he's done. If I had to guess, I don't know. I feel like if I was an artist, maybe I would be, but also maybe not everybody puts out a song that they love. I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fair.
not gonna. I'm not gonna assume.
It happens.
I'm gonna like just say he probably does, but I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. But he has talked about one of the ones that he's really proud of being Dum Dum. And I had you watch that whole video, right? And the vibe that I always got from it was just more like the obvious thing from the video, right? Is just that it's dark. I mean, it's just a dark video. Not like visually, but just conceptually. It's just kind of dark. But it always just, especially with the English version, felt heavy. You know what I mean? Like, it's something that you can, like, feel, for me, like, in just, like, the bottom of my stomach, that heaviness. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what is it, like, when people say, like, sometimes they're angry, it's like the pit or whatever? It's like the ball of fire or whatever. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm talking about? Like people can feel it like in their stomach or something.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like it felt heavy to me. Like there was something there with it. So it was interesting when later, doing all of the research, I saw the little quote where he was talking about Dum Dum. And he was saying essentially that he just had a lot of bad feelings when he wrote the song. And so he just wanted to put all of that toxicity from him into the song. And so he said, it sounds as angry as I felt when I wrote it. So listening back and feeling that anger gives me satisfaction. And I love that explanation of a song. The idea of writing something that is just really true to exactly what your emotion was in the moment and leaning into it. I love that kind of songwriting.
And it makes sense, too, that was the place it came from. With it having that sort of, like, especially, and more so with me for the music video, because I didn't listen to the English version. But
Right.
there's definitely this aspect of, like, I've been wronged, so fuck the world kind of energy.
Yes.
So the Joker thing made sense. You know what I mean? It felt like very, yeah, that tracks. That tracks.
And even more so when you're adding in the layer of knowing about Sunshine and seeing, the two of them sort of face to face. Like all of these layers get added on top of it and on top of it. Things that I didn't even necessarily know back then when I was listening to it, that you just kind of feel or see. Like because I heard the songs first, both the Thai song and then the English one. And so I had the feeling, and I didn't watch the music video until, later. And it's like, oh, yeah. It's just a weird, not weird, but you know what I mean? Like a moment where, like, oh, okay, everything is sort of falling into place. Like, okay, I'm understanding more and more of what said emotion was I was feeling when I was listening to or watching it. Like, okay, got it. Which is an interesting thing. And again, last thing I'll say, just with the sort of way the songs sort of the storytelling aspects and the songs sort of fit together. The last one I'll talk about again is Black Tie, which I'll bring up because, again, I showed you that one before, right? So, what he said about this particular one, which is another one, again, loves all his songs, but he's in another interview, he was talking about Black Tie. And he was talking about, even at his age, he still feeling like a kid and still addressing everyone, respectfully, and that he still had a lot of growing up to do at something like that, and how as a kid, you're always told to, oh, do this, do that, study that, learn this, here's these instructions for this, and here's this stuff, and how he basically said, I really don't like that. I don't want all these rules and boundaries to limit who we can be and who I could be. That's why I chose to sing about this in Black Tie, using the concept of the suit to talk about breaking those boundaries. And so all of these things, like just the way he was trying to portray that individuality and understanding and trying to get this freedom. I don't know. It's just a really interesting way to do this storytelling.
I agree. I like the what word am I thinking of? An analogy, maybe?
Yeah. I don't know if that's the exact one, but I know what we're going for. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Of like the, it's symbolic. The symbol.
The symbols.
Y'all know what I mean.
You understand. Well, yes.
Yeah, it's a fun way to do it.
Definitely a fun way to do it. And because as a writer, right, these are things like with his lyrics that I've always sort of clocked, because I am always somebody I'm caring so much about lyrics for a lot of reasons. Same way I'll watch a show and really critique the fuck about how it's written, or read a book and, even if I maybe could do it better or not or whatever, it doesn't matter. These are things you clock when that's your passion, right? So recognizing that storytelling in someone else is one of my favorite things about artists. Like when I can find somebody and clock that, like, okay, this is your storytelling. Here's how you're showing these things. Like, you're telling this good story, even if it's not per se a happy ending. For example, the music video Complicated, I showed you this one ages and ages ago, where he's essentially, the whole concept of it is he's got the girl he loves and he's going to ask her to marry him or whatever, but the girl is stuck in this other relationship and the guy's like, I don't know, maybe a gang or something. I mean, very violent, I don't know. And that guy is going to shoot Jeff and shoots and kills his friend instead. And so in the end of the video, he's like beating that guy to death with a hammer. Really crazy music video, guys. Go watch it. The song's delightful. Well, maybe that's not the word I want. Excellent song. Dark video. Not a happy story, not a happy ending, but it's a good story, and it's how it's told, and it's the feeling that you're getting with it and experiencing it. And that is why I became a fan of his, for recognizing and seeing all of those particular things, because those are the things that I love to see. You know me, I love nothing if not a good story. Even in my games, I like a story-driven game. Like, so that's
my favorite kind of game. Yeah, I get
my favorite
that.
kind of game. Yeah,
He's definitely somebody who likes to. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He certainly does.
even if you
And it's admirable.
wouldn't clock it. Yeah. So, but yes, these are all little things about Jeff. I have by no means probably done him really any justice in this, because I feel like we were a little all over the place. Sorry about that, Jeff.
P. Jeff.
There you go.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, P. Jeff, thank you. Moral of the episode, we love all of the side quests. Storytelling excellent, symbolism on point, music excellent, fashion lovely. So go check out P. Jeff, guys.
Moral of the story: respect your elders.
Yes, respect your, be yourself, but respect your elders.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for listening, everybody. We post this podcast every Friday,
Yes,
Eastern Standard Time,
we do.
when I post it. And then if you can't wait till the next podcast episode, because of course you can't, because they're amazing. We're amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you for your likes and subscribes and
good
comments.
compliment.
Wow, you're so cool. But if you can't wait until the next episode, every Wednesday over on YouTube, we stream at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come check that out. We're playing the same visual novel, if you've been with us. If you haven't, we're playing a visual novel. It's a
Get
little
with
dating
us.
sim. It's very cute. It's very summer.
It is.
Yes.
It's
Come
excellent.
kick it with us.
We're going to have
It's
DLC
beautiful.
next time. Come hang out.
Yes.
It's exciting.
Next
Yay.
time?
Next time. Yes, we will have it next time. Yes, DLC will be with us this coming Wednesday.
Hell yeah. No, I'm excited for Wednesday. Also, follow us on our socials. Instagram, TikTok, at Interpop Podcast.
We're
That's where
funny.
we are. Same thing everywhere. All right.
They're
Thank you guys
excellent.
again. We are almost to what, 60 subscribers at this point, I think?
Almost, we are, yes. And we appreciate you all so much. We've been having such a blast. We can't wait. Definitely, if you guys are having a good time, give us more suggestions. Give us more comments. Come check us out every week. Tell your friends. We're having a great time.
If there's anything that, because we love to show you guys stuff. If there's anything that you want to show us, please
Yes.
do.
Show us.
Leave
Correct
it in the
us.
comments.
We are here to learn things. You can still teach us things. We're not private investigators, guys. We do what we do just because we love it, and we're just trying to bring new things to ourselves and to you guys. But we are by no means the end all be all. We've told you this before. So teach us things. We want all of the knowledge. Tell us what's the good stuff to look at. Or the bad stuff. We like that too.
Yeah, we love the horrible things.
We do have a horrible.
But all right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Next week.
Bye.
Bye.